And on this episode of Everything Hollywood with Jaisimon, we shall be discussing the Real Housewives of Potomac. We're going to talk about Willow and this new generation of dating, Victoria Beckham and her triumph in Paris with her new collection, and last but not least, how exhausted we're becoming with the feuds in this rap world with all of the rap ladies, Nicki and Cardi. So, welcome to Everything Hollywood. And when I tell you that we are about to get started on one of the most piping hot tea episodes ever, we're just getting started, and Hollywood is in a disarray. It's so many things to talk about tonight, so let's get into it. So, the first topic that I'm coming to you with is so piping hot that I need two hands, I need a straw, I need all of it, darling. Because I don't know what is happening over at the Real Housewives of Potomac. It is too much happening over in Potomac. And I'm so disturbed because that is our district, our region. And I'm just like, what is... So Karen has done her time and she has been released and she is home. But now Bravo has to run in and set the cameras up, darling, because Wendy Osefo and her husband Eddie have been arrested for 16 charges of fraud. Yes, I'm gonna repeat that one more time. 16 charges of fraud. Now let's get into it. So apparently Wendy, aka Dr. Wendy Osefo, and her husband Eddie, who is also an attorney at law, have been arrested for 16 charges of insurance fraud. Apparently, Wendy is walking around with her nose in the air and being snooty, darling, thinking she's better than everybody. But apparently, everything is going back to the store. She's filing claims and she's replacing the items. Like, make this make sense. We are at $450K of fraud claims done with the insurance company from her home after a trip in Jamaica, saying that her house was burglarized. From engagement rings to designer bags, they have been taken back to the store, giving full refunds. The diamonds are still here on her hand in pictures. I'm trying to understand, Wendy. At what point did you believe that being on television was a place for scammers? And secondly, at what point did you believe that doing an insurance scam was larger to keep up with the Joneses more than your degrees and your husband losing his license? This is just absolutely insane. Y'all have young children. You know, my prayers go out to the Osefos because I don't like to see bad happen to anyone. But at the same time, this was a dumb crime. It was a stupid crime. It was a dumb crime. And at the end of the day, this is why you don't turn your nose up at people, because the table shall always turn, darling. So moving forward for the Osefos, I think that Wendy Mae should take a break from the Housewives and they should file bankruptcy like normal people. But one thing that they need to keep doing is smoking that Happy Eddie, because darling, in the mugshots, they look like that they did not care about the crime, they didn't care about the arrest, they didn't have a care in the world, honey. Wendy with that smile and the husband with the whole smile was the highlight of it all. So this topic is actually not a pleasant topic to come to you guys with, but we have lost a cinema god, a legend, a Paramount goddess, Diane Keaton, at 79 years old. And from one of her most notable movies in Hollywood comes First Wives Club with Goldie Hawn and Bette Midler. And they had some really beautiful things to say about her. Goldie Hawn said that they agreed to grow old together and one day maybe live together with all of their girlfriends. And even though that they didn't get a chance to actually move together, that they were still girlfriends till the end. And Bette Midler put out a statement saying that her and Diane Keaton were very, very close, and Diane Keaton was an absolute genius in everything she did. What Diane Keaton did, bringing to the screen in Hollywood, will forever live in our homes. She's in some of the most classic movies of all times. One of mine is the Family Stone, First Wives Club. She had such a comedic, but such a very emotional, passionate energy on screen, and she was a one of a kind. Rest in heaven to our beautiful Diane Keaton. So let's just talk about the agony of this feud between Cardi B and Nicki Minaj for the past 2 weeks on social media, having a complete war. So let's just talk about the fact that Cardi B just released her new album. She's pregnant with a new baby. And how dare Nicki bring this level of stress to her door? She had Cardi in a frenzy, darling. But the thing is, when everybody comes out and has a moment and you have a problem with it, the problem is you. When you're angry with everybody, when your post is continuously fighting with everybody that you can name, Nicki, the problem is you. We love you dearly, but we will love you more if you go get help and figure out what the root is happening of what is going on. Because we just cannot take it anymore. And take these wars off of social media. Go back to the old days. I mean, link up. But at the end of the day, y'all have children. Y'all grown women. We don't want to see y'all link up. We want to see y'all actually come together, uplift each other. And Cardi, please stop responding. So Netflix actually has a lot of new releases, but at the top of mine will be Victoria Beckham's new documentary. Guys, I sat in bed and I enjoyed all 3 parts of her documentary last night. So let's just take a little history back. I am a Posh fanatic. I love Spice Girls. Posh was my favorite. La 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 and all the dance. But to see her in her documentary and to see the riveting journey that she's been on and to understand just how powerful she is and not giving up and fighting for her fashion house and really transitioning from Posh Spice and the fierce Spice Girl that we knew her to be to transition into the authentic, artistic Victoria Beckham that she is today and triumph from all of her troubles. It left me full. It is a must watch. Go turn it on as soon as possible. It should give you something in all these trying times. So you know we always get excited for a new music release, darling. We just did the countdown of the greatest new albums on the last episode. But we're waiting for Kalani's new album because Kalani was just on stage singing Folded, darling, and it ate down. And the fact that all the celebrities are redoing Folded just makes you love it more. It's a classic. It's a classic of 2025. But can we please talk about Summer Walker coming and giving us a snippet and tell us to wait because she's about to drop a new single, darling. Summer always comes and gives us a great album, and I cannot wait to see what Over It again. Is it Over It again? Is it finally over it? Or is it just over it for good? I don't know which over it is this time, but hopefully we're really over it and we're ready for a new era of Summer after this one. So clearly I am married and have been married for a long time, 8 years, 15 years in, blah, 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 boring. But I have to come and be an advocate for the youth because Willow Smith just put up a post saying that in this new generation, no one is asking to take you out on dates. Oh, the youth, we are counting on you. We are counting on you. We need you. We need the families. We need the love. We need the connection. Put the phones down. Put social media down. Learn how to engage again. Dates are important. Willow, I hate that you have to be an advocate for your generation and really bring out that there is no connection anymore. Get off of these dates and looking for hookups, everybody, and get back to the love. Get back to the moment where somebody made you feel, somebody made you think, somebody made you excited to wake up every day. Those are the greatest moments. They're priceless, and I just really feel like this youth, y'all have to get to it. Put the phones down, get off these social media sites. It's nothing but the same thing over and over again. And if Willow can't find love, then who can find love? She got money in the bank. So I feel sorry for the ones that don't. So let's get back to engaging with each other, and we will have a better future. So that is the boiling over piping hot tea for this episode. Now please go follow, subscribe to Jaisimon TV on YouTube, Instagram, JS Everything Hollywood, so you can continue to get more of these stories, my opinions, and if Jay didn't give it to you, it doesn't matter.